results will be notified by the respective boards. Kerala board has announced that it has postponed the exams in the region and will review the position on April 6th. National Testing Agency is seized of the matter regarding the conduct of competitive exams, including JEE and NEET. Yesterday, NTA has issued an advisory on city of examination for the JEE Main 2026 candidates registered from Kuwait, Dubai, and Bahrain. An update on the status of flights. Since February 28th, around 475,000 passengers have returned from the region to India. Airlines continue to operate limited non-scheduled flights based on operational and safety considerations from UAE to India. Around 80 flights are expected to operate today from UAE to various destinations in India. Flights are operating from various airports in Saudi Arabia and Oman to different destinations in India. With the Qatar airspace partially open, Qatar Airways is expected to operate around 10 flights to India today. Kuwait and Bahrain airspace remain closed. Jazeera Airways of Kuwait and Gulf Air of Bahrain have been operating flights from Dammam Airport of Saudi Arabia to various destinations in India. Due to flight restrictions and airspace closure, we continue to facilitate travel of Indian nationals from Iran through Armenia and Azerbaijan to India, from Israel through Jordan to India, from Iraq through Jordan and Saudi Arabia to India, and from Kuwait and Bahrain through Saudi Arabia to India. Yesterday, an Indian national unfortunately lost his life in an attack in Abu Dhabi. We express our deepest condolences to the family of the deceased. Our mission in Abu Dhabi is in touch with the family and is coordinating closely with the local authorities for the early return of his mortal remains to India. Another Indian national also sustained minor injuries and has been discharged from the hospital. 7 Indian nationals have unfortunately lost their lives and 1 is missing in various incidents. Our missions in Oman, Iraq, and UAE are in regular touch with the concerned authorities regarding the missing Indian national and for the early repatriation of mortal remains of the other deceased Indian nationals. Thank you.
Thank you. अब मैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी श्री सेंथिल राजन जी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि वे पब्लिक कम्युनिकेशन से रिलेटेड मैटर्स पे जानकारी दें. ओवर टू यू.
Good afternoon. Thank you, ma'am. We would like to appeal to all citizens not to believe in rumors and also be very cautious about fake news. Earlier, there were fake news being spread and misinformation and rumors being spread about shortage of cylinders. But thanks to the media and the efforts that we have done, panic booking of cylinders had stopped. But now in the last 2 days, there has been more panic and rumors being created about supply of petrol and diesel. As my colleague had clearly pointed out, there is no shortage of supply of petrol and diesel. There is no need for the citizens to rush and reach the petrol pumps for their supplies. There are efforts being done to spread rumors. Please do not believe in these rumors. We also ask all the state governments to continue their action against anyone trying to spread fake news, misinformation, and also attempts being made by people to either hoard petrol or diesel or engage in black marketing of cylinders. It is very clear that there is no shortage and the supplies are in place, and we all need not panic and reach the petrol pumps or the OMCs for the supply of their cylinders.
Thank you. Now we will take few questions from media. Please introduce yourself. So we will start from 271.
Good afternoon. My name is Saptaparna Ghosh. I'm from the Hindu. One question to Randhir sir. We have been, reading about the Iranian foreign minister talking about safe passage to certain quote-unquote friendly countries, which includes India. So what is the MEA's assessment of the same as of now? And how are we looking to approach the thing going forward? And the second question to CBIC, if we could get a number on the amount of tax revenues that the government would be losing out on over the next week or over the next couple of weeks or this month because of the revision in excise that happened this morning. So if you could, get a number on that. Thank you.
2.
Atul Mathur from Times of India. This is for the Petroleum Ministry. Ma'am, while you claim that there's absolutely no shortage of fuel in the country, there have been reports from several parts, including Gurgaon, Noida, of partial dryouts and shortage of petrol. And these are reports from our colleagues who are working there. So what do you have to say on that? And secondly, transporters claim that after the hike in industrial diesel prices, there have been some such people who are taking diesel from the fuel pumps. Has government done any kind of assessment on that?
11.
I wanted to, repeating what Saptavan asked, I wanted to ask what would be the overall implication in terms of revenue, also because of the duty levied on ATF and diesel exports? Will there be an overall loss, or both of them will balance out each other?
17.
मैं ब्रह्म प्रकाश दुबे हूँ जी न्यूज़ से। मेरा सवाल है कि आपने कहा कि 2 महीने का स्टॉक है हमारे पास, तो ये पेट्रोल, डीजल और एलपीजी तीनों का है या सिर्फ पेट्रोल डीजल का है? और दूसरा मेरा ये सवाल है कि क्या केंद्र की तरफ से राज्यों को ये भी कम्युनिकेट किया गया है कि आने वाले दिनों में लॉकडाउन लग सकता है? क्योंकि बंगाल की मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी ने जिस तरह से कहा है कि आने वाले दिनों में लॉकडाउन लग सकता है, तो क्या वो एक पॉलिटिकल राजनीतिक बयान है या फिर केंद्र की तरफ से उनको इस तरह की सूचना दी गई है? और एक सवाल विवेक जी से कि आपने कहा कि हर 15 दिन में हम समीक्षा करेंगे, तो क्या आने वाले दिनों में अगर क्रूड ऑयल के दाम बढ़ते हैं तो फिर क्या पेट्रोल डीजल के भी दाम बढ़ सकते हैं या फिर सरकार इसको अभी कंट्रोल रखेगी? थैंक यू।
142.
Hi, this is Shrimi Chaudhary from NDTV Profit. Just wanted a clarity that from CBIC Chairman Sir, that why does this exported ATF attract a higher special duty, which is coming to around 50 rupees per liter compared to domestic, which is coming to 20.5 per liter? So is this going to move up the ATF prices as well?
45.
Ma'am, Prakash Pedashi from ET Now. The Oil Ministry data shows that the under recovery on petrol is roughly around 26 per liter, whereas on diesel it is around 81.90 per liter. So why is there a huge difference between these two?
262.
नमस्कार, मैं अभिषेक सिंह आसाम पत्रिका से। मैम, बालोतरा की एक एचपीसीएल की रिफाइनरी थी, वो लगभग तैयार है ऐसा बताया गया था एक प्रश्न का जवाब में संसद में, तो क्या इस क्रूशियल टाइम में उसको जल्दी करके और तैयार करके क्या उसकी रनिंग स्टार्ट होने की उम्मीद है?
4.
I'm Dhruvaksh from Business Standard. My question is for Sinha sir. Sir, because extending what was asked to Randhi sir just a while back, the idea of safe passage and the developments are happening that are over there. Some reports say that ships are already preparing to leave the strait, and there are some ships that are preparing to enter the strait as well. Would you be able to comment on return to normalcy in terms of the movement, because the now reports are saying that ships are also looking to enter? So in terms of that, just wanted to know if you are in a position to comment now when the 20 ships will be out, and are we looking at some sort of normalcy returning in the strait?
54.
Thank you. Amar Zaidi from PTI. Couple of questions. One to Sujata ma'am. There's a discrepancy between the under recovery figure that the ministry put out in the press release just now, a short while back, and the one that the minister had tweeted in the morning. 81.9. Discrepancy between the under recoveries on petrol and diesel that the ministry put out in a press statement just now, short while back, and the one that the minister had tweeted in the morning. Can you clarify which one is the correct one? And the second question is to the CBIC. Can you clarify on the notification number 10, which says that the basic excise duty on ATF for sale to airlines that are outbound is being exempt? Is that the case? Is my reading correct? Thank you.
9.
Good afternoon, Nikunj Johri from Reuters here. I wanted to ask CBIC chairman, when the special additional excise duty was implemented in 2022, there was a DGFT order which required all the exporters of fuel to mandatorily sell certain percentage of their exports in domestic market. So will that also be effective now?
234.
सुजाता मैम से दो सवाल है मैम। एक तो एलपीजी बुकिंग और डिलीवरी का डाटा आपने देना बिल्कुल बंद कर दिया, तो हमें पता नहीं चल पा रहा है कि कितनी बुकिंग्स हो रही है, कितनी डिलीवरीज हो रही हैं। अगर आप वो डाटा दे पाए तो। दूसरा, एक प्राइवेट रिफाइनर और रिटेलर ने अपने प्राइजेस बढ़ा दिए हैं, तो अप्रॉक्सीमेटली मुझे लगता है कि 10% का कैटर करती है दो कंपनियां प्राइवेट की, तो दैट डिमांड विल शिफ्ट टू द PSUs, तो विल दे बी एबल टू कैटर दैट डिमांड?
184.
Sapna Das from CNBC TV 18. 2 to 3 quick questions. So one, of course, that there are reports that the Russian ports of Primorsk and one more of them have stopped operations due to Ukrainian strikes. Probably MEA can take this up, sir. These two ports are responsible for about 80% of our oil imports from Russia. So is there going to be a likely impact on the Indian supplies? That's one. And of course, in terms of the increase or rather the levy of export duty on ATF, how will this impact the OMCs from taking their own decision in terms of the domestic pricing, which will change from April 1? Also, does it mean that this is a return of the windfall tax? Because there the upstream companies were also impacted, which is not the case as of now, so kindly explain. And last one, of course, give and take the overall revenue implication, if any, sir, at this point in time. Thank you.
238.
Hi ma'am, Danish I'm from NDTV Profit. Is India thinking of any kind of energy conservation? And I'm asking this to you on the backdrop of a lot of rumors around the lockdown and things like that.
Start.
सबसे पहले तो ऐसा कोई डिसीजन नहीं है कि लॉकडाउन लिया जाएगा. सो दिस इज़ अ र्यूमर. प्लीज़ मेक इट क्लियर टू एवरीबडी, लॉकडाउन की स्थिति नहीं है और ऐसा कोई विचार भी नहीं किया गया है. सो इन वेरी क्लियर टर्म्स आई वांट टू रिटरेट, देयर इज़ नो सिचुएशन लाइक लॉकडाउन. नो डिसीजन हैज़ बीन टेकन. इट इज़ नॉट इवन अंडर कंसिडरेशन. वन, HMEL बारमेर रिफाइनरी. सो बारमेर रिफाइनरी बहुत एडवांस स्टेज में है एंड we hope to see it coming into full function shortly. So that's two. LPG booking data and delivery data. Delivery data is absolutely normal. Yesterday it was 54 lakhs and the booking was close to 60 lakhs, 60 or 61 lakhs. कुछ रिटेल आउटलेट्स में ड्राई आउट हुआ है, आपने पूछा, उसकी डिमांड उसे हम कैसे करेंगे. इसके अलावा इसी से मिलता जुलता सवाल था कि कुछ पार्शियल ड्राई आउट्स इन सर्टेन एरियाज. प्रिसाइजली फॉर दिस रीज़न आई हैव रिक्वेस्टेड ऑन द कॉस्ट ऑफ रिपीटिशन 2-3 times. मैंने 2-3 बार आप लोगों के माध्यम से देशवासियों से अपील की है, प्रार्थना की है कि कृपया पैनिक बाइंग न करें, र्यूमर्स पर, अफवाहों पर विश्वास न करें. हमारे पास 1 लाख पेट्रोल पंप हैं. 1 लाख पेट्रोल पंप में से 91,000 से ज़्यादा हमारी पब्लिक सेक्टर ऑयल मार्केटिंग कंपनीज़ के पेट्रोल पंप हैं. सफिशिएंट प्रोडक्ट हर जगह अवेलेबल है. पेट्रोल पंप पर भी अवेलेबल है, हमारे टर्मिनल्स पर भी अवेलेबल है. हमारी रिफाइनरीज़ 100% और उससे भी अधिक कैपेसिटी पर चल रही हैं. कहीं कोई शॉर्टेज नहीं है. आप जैसा कह रहे हैं कि कुछ प्राइवेट का जो आप बोल रहे हैं, वी विल गेट इट वेरीफाइड एंड एवरीबडी इज़ अंडर द ऑब्लिगेशन टू सप्लाई फ्यूल टू द कंज्यूमर्स. इसके अलावा डीज़ल का आपने इंडस्ट्रियल डीज़ल बोला. एक्चुअली हमारे 2 तरह के पेट्रोल पंप होते हैं, एक सादे आम जनता के लिए और दूसरे कंज्यूमर पम्प्स होते हैं. सो कंज्यूमर पम्प्स किसी इंडस्ट्री के पास हो सकता है, किसी कोऑपरेटिव के पास हो सकता है. तो जनरली आमतौर पर जो कंज्यूमर पंप हैं उनके कंज्यूमर्स को डिस्करेज किया जाता है रिटेल आउटलेट पर जाने के लिए. बट ऐसा कोई डाटा नहीं होता है कि जहाँ पर हर एक ट्रक का नंबर नोट किया जा सके. आपने कहा 2 मंथ का स्टॉक पेट्रोल, डीजल, एलपीजी. 2 मंथ तो मैंने कम बोला है, 2 मंथ का तो सप्लाईज हैव बीन एश्योर्ड. इसके अलावा We have the supplies in our refineries, we have the supplies in our terminals, we also have, in our pipelines, the products are there. So we have sufficient product with us. I think I have answered all your questions. Thank you.
Just to add, all of you may kindly look at the Petroleum Minister's tweet today morning on the lockdown. He has made a very clear-cut statement, and I would like to quote from it. India has consistently demonstrated resilience in the face of global uncertainties, and we will continue to act in a timely, proactive, and coordinated manner. Rumors of a lockdown are completely false. Let me state this clearly. There is no such proposal under the consideration by the Government of India. In such cases, it is important that we remain calm, responsible, and united. Attempts to spread rumors and create panic in such a situation are irresponsible and harmful. This is a tweet he has put out in the morning, and I would like all of you to please carry this to all the people in the country.
I'll answer the bunch of questions that were directed regarding revenue foregone or revenue gain in relation to the measures. To again state very emphatically, if you look at aviation turbine fuel, it is a very critical component, and several refineries in India procure this ATF crude from the international market. They refine it and they supply it both domestically as well as for export. Now, to prioritize the domestic availability of ATF, the excise duty rates on exports have been increased. This will incentivize greater supply of ATF to the domestic market and ensure the adequate availability of ATF within the country. The revenue gain on account of the proposal for imposition of this duty on exports on diesel and ATF is expected to be around rupees 1,500 crores in a fortnight, and as I said earlier, the situation will be reviewed in a fortnight. Now, coming to the second proposal, which is the proposal for lowering of the excise duty by about rupees 10 on both petrol and diesel. These steps, of course, have been taken to reduce the under-recoveries for the oil marketing companies. The revenue implication has to be seen in the overall context of the prevailing situation. And for a fortnight, the back of envelope calculation is roughly in the range of around 7,000 crores. Yes. So, but then as I said earlier, the situation is dynamic. So the revenue implication has to be understood not within a fortnight, but as we go ahead in a larger time frame. So a 7,000 loss and an offset of 1,500 crores on the positive side on exports that is the figure that I would have. You had a few other questions specifically related to the notification. I'll ask my colleague, Mr. Kandhari, the GSTRU, to answer those questions. For the fortnight, on petrol and diesel, yes.
Thank you, sir. There were a few questions on the notifications, and I'll be happy to answer them. And the first one that we had was, why are the rates on ATF different from that on diesel? So the way the methodology that we use is that we have the international crude oil prices and the international prices of petrol, diesel, as well as ATF. And these rates are determined based on these prevailing prices. So these keep changing, and as my sir mentioned, that we will be monitoring these on a fortnightly basis. So these will be monitored. The second question was on a specific notification on 10/2026. Since these are technical, I would be very happy to meet you after this press briefing and explain to you the implications. Third question we received was about a DGFT notification, which mandates that certain amount of exports be diverted to the domestic market. This issue mainly pertains to the Department of Commerce, but in my understanding, the notification still applies. So I hope that answers the questions. Yeah, so I believe the terminology that you're using about windfall tax was the one that was used earlier in post-COVID in 2022. We don't have any excise duty on crude in this proposal as of now. So
to a friend from the Hindu, what I would like to add is that we continue to be in touch with concerned countries for safe transit of our ships. We continue with these efforts. As you know, that 4 of our ships that were laden with LPG, they have transited safely through Strait of Hormuz and have come to India, and our efforts continue. There again, we continue with our efforts to source our energy products and requirements from diversified sources.
Regarding one of the question that mandated domestic sales, so that notification is still in force. As per that notification, all the domestic refiners have to sell 50% of the exported petrol and 30% of exported diesel in the domestic market. Pardon, please?
Question on safe passage has been partly answered by a spokesperson from the MEA. As you know, I have informed the media earlier also. We have 5 carriers in the Persian Gulf which are loaded with LPG cargo, Indian flag vessels. One is in empty ballast and it is likely to be going out for loading of cargo. And safe passage has informed that all efforts are on to ensure that passage is always safe. That is stage we have not reached now.
Thank you very much for joining us. Namaskar. Dhanyavad.
Thank you. Short and sweet.